Oh, I'm hearing what sounds like a child in distress down the hill here. I'm not sure. It just could be some kind of bird in distress or animal. Well, there's nothing I can do. There's no trail down there, and I think that's animal. Probably being eaten slowly. So today we're suffering through major day 3 of another heat wave. This time, yesterday 107. Some places 102, 101, 104. And that's not much of a heat wave, really. If you think about it, this is desert California. What makes a difference is it's just so much hotter than anything I felt before. It's just so humid. The humidity is going up. Why is the humidity going up? Because in the Pacific, we're having a huge heat wave from Nihon all the way to the U.S. or Japan to the U.S. It's adding all this heat, humidity. I don't know what that sound is, but it's pretty awful. I think we'll just move on. I don't particularly, I try to know what it is. Well, let's hope this is cooler. I'm sweating like crazy. I gotta get back. It's just too hot. But not that where I'm going is going to be any cooler. So, unfortunately, for the last couple days, a friend of mine was killed by a driver on a phone. He was texting and killed this friend and 2 others. Now, unfortunately, the driver sped off so that he was never caught. That's so much the way it is here in the U.S. nowadays. So, here in the U.S., last year, 2018, 1.6 million car crashes were caused by phone bots, caused by somebody texting while they're driving. They took a poll and found out that 35% of teenagers here in the U.S. text while they drive. Of course, they are the ones that cause over 2/3 of all the accidents. How many people die per year because of phone bots stuck on their phones while they're driving? How about 3,562 to 3,450 per year? So that's like having a 9/11 every year. And what's being done about it? Absolutely nothing. I've seen so many cops doing the phone thing, right? They're on their phone too while they're driving. What's up with that?
Maybe you're in Australia, maybe even on the coast, disguised in regalia and making the most of
Just in the last 24 hours here in the U.S., we've had 9 deaths caused by phone. People weren't paying attention and they were on their phone. And also in 24 hours, there's over 1,000 injuries by people on their phone while driving. Kind of sweating here. All right, let's get this done. There's just nobody up. There's nobody outside at all. Hardly any traffic. I haven't heard a plane in a while. Did everybody just go into shelter mode? Let's talk about another problem.
coast, disguised in regalia and making the most of
Let's go over to the Gulf of Mexico and find out what's going on there. Well, that is having some of the biggest dead zones in any ocean on the planet Earth. Don't forget that we had several huge oil spills in the Gulf of Mexico over the years, and we don't even know all the ones that are still leaking at this time. The reason the dead zone is so big this year is because of all the polluted water running out of the U.S. that's still, to this day, flooding because of high and increased amount of rain and severe weather. It's not that we didn't warn people about this. By the end of this year, the dead zone in the Gulf will span 7,829 square miles, continuous dead zone. But that still won't break the record. The record dead zone was 8,776 square miles in the Gulf of Mexico, only in 2017. They're saying it's low oxygen in the Gulf because of pink tides and red tides, oil spills, and garbage and trash being thrown into the ocean. Once the oxygen in the water gets below 2%, fish have to either swim away from it or they die. So what other industry is causing the Gulf of Mexico to die off? Yeah, that's right, the meat and poultry industry. Got a plane upstairs finally. It should be over in a few minutes.
Disguised in regalia and making the most of
Well, while I'm doing this video, we've had several earthquakes all of a sudden. Lots of the earthquake chimes are sounding over and over and over. And hopefully we're not going to end up having a problem with earthquakes. Hopefully these won't get any worse. I'll let you know. Whew, shaking. There are certain industries around the world that keep showing that they're a problem. One of them is ignored over and over and over. Can you guess which one that is? In fact, the meat industry is growing faster than most any other industry because the people that didn't used to be able to get meat are now getting it, and they too want more of it, even though it's a health hazard to both the planet and ourselves. I hate to keep harping on it, but I harp where harping is needed. I don't see anybody else talking about this on their site. Can some of the others talk about the meat industry maybe? On this boiling hot day, I appreciate all the ups, the downs, and the new subscribers. And until next time.
maybe you're in Australia, maybe even on